Hey everyone, it's Ray. Welcome back to The Long Dark. I was gonna do Farming Sim today, but I kind of want to get back into The Long Dark, and I think using the channel to get back into it is a great excuse, and unfortunately that means I won't be doing Farming Sim, but I do plan to record Farming Sim today. And maybe upload that in 2 days from now. And I'll be doing that with someone else, but they're not around right now. So while we wait for them to eventually come around and be available, I'm just going to play The Long Dark in this video. I won't make it nearly as long, and I'll try to use my video editing skills to kind of cut out all the crap. So, okay, we are exactly right where we left off. Also, I did modify my graphics settings, so it should not be nearly as laggy. Keyword shouldn't. I will look around, and oh, I have no VSync. Hopefully that does not look bad in the recording itself. Okay, let me go ahead and... what time is it? Oh, it's almost daytime. I'm gonna actually put my guy to sleep and catch some Z's. So in this episode, I'm thinking I will go ahead and go to the farm, because there's a farm west of here. Let me go in here, and I did accidentally put a crowbar in the fridge.
Too much stuff to carry.
Which I think is really funny that I did that. I'm gonna put away all that. Put away most of these because I don't actually need all of these. I do need a few because these are what you use to actually chart your surroundings. Don't need the flashlight. Don't need the hat. I will leave the books here because I know the farm does have books, so that is honestly something I don't need to worry about. The fish. Oh, it's rancid. Damn. Okay. I'm gonna just put everything in here just so I'm not leaving stuff on the ground. I will find out if those pants are worth it later or not to wear, but as of right now, I don't want to waste daytime. I'm basically packed to the gills with stuff. Actually, let me go ahead and move some of this water. I don't need all this. And plus, where I'm going, there's a toilet, so... and I can move that over, and that's just moldy. That's fine. I'll move all the cloth over. Let me go ahead and get hydrated. Okay, I'm out of water, which is fine, because I'll have water very soon. Hopefully, it's not blizzarding outside. Nope. Sweet. Okay. This video, I'm going to just go to the farm, maybe finish looting the bank, and that's really about it. I don't want to do a lot. I don't want to have another half-hour recording, mostly just for the fact that I recorded an hour of it, and that was a lot of editing for me. And, I wouldn't mind it normally, but because I just got back into recording, I don't want to ruin my experience. So I'm trying to not do the minimal possible. I'm just trying to get back into it slowly without making it seem like or feel like a chore. Newspapers, which I will take, because those newspapers will be good for starting a fire at the farm, because the farm isn't that far, but it is far enough, in my opinion, that I'm probably going to need to start a fire and maybe even stay the night. I would take some rocks, because these rocks apparently are good against wolves. Not like that they'll kill the wolves, but basically when you threaten to throw rocks at the wolves, they'll kind of fuck off. Always check in the visors, because that's where you can find house keys or personal notes about things. I don't know much about mushrooms, but I know they can be good. I think there's some cooking recipes you can get, and I know that I think there's some kind of tea or drink that these mushrooms are good in, so if I can, I will be collecting them. It's these and some other thing that's like a fruit, I guess. It's like a rose hop or something like that. We'll find some along the way, I promise. So it'll make more sense. This is the old church. All I know about the church is that it was burnt down, and apparently there were people inside when it caught fire, which is kind of a really depressing thing to like think about. So I thought there was an axe here or something. I guess not. But yeah, even though I said I'm not really a big fan of stories, I did watch a semi-lore video. I was falling asleep, but I do remember specifically them talking about taking everyone in this town at least and putting them in the church, then catching it on fire, which is kind of a really crazy thing to like hear while you're trying to like doze off. I will loot this place, then I will head to the farm. This place has already been scavenged. Like I said, I don't know how to tell what buildings have been versus have not been looted, so I'm just gonna have to kind of wing it for a little bit until I get the spray can and start spraying the already searched areas. I will chart down my area and use charcoal to do that. So the old schoolhouse, the intersection, this is the path to the farm. Every time I hear like chains, which I'm not sure if they're on like if that's part of my equipment or if I'm hearing the chains from maybe like a car or from a building or something dangling, but it does bother me a little bit because I know wolves don't have collars on them, but when I hear it, I'm thinking like, oh, there's an animal nearby. I'm thinking more like a domestic animal that could be hostile rather than a wolf, and it's like I know wolves wouldn't obviously have a collar or something that would give me any indication that it was nearby besides maybe it growling or howling. I am going to try to get inside as soon as possible, but I do want to loot these areas, or at least take a look, because there might be something helpful or important here. Okay, well, looks like nothing. Still nothing. Okay. So apparently there's multiple places where the keys could be for the farm.
My fingers feel numb.
So I'm hoping it's in the area that I think it is, which is either going to be on like in the truck, which is over in the shed near the house that I'm staring at, or it's going to be in the tractor, or it's going to be on a corpse. And if it's on a corpse, I don't know where all the possible spawn locations for the body is. We're at least in the barn, which is not ideal because we're still outside, but we're at least somewhere moderately protected by the cold. Let's go ahead and get inside the truck. The key! Shit. Okay, cool. So I can get inside now. Alright. And another pry bar. I wish I could trade the pry bars
so cold in my life.
Like into someone like a trader of sorts. Like I wish there was a trader that I could trade in these things that I do not need. But I guess I would need them eventually, especially if there's a finite amount of, whatever. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get inside before my guy actually, like, dies. Okay, sweet. Alright. Antiseptic. I think that was an adrenaline shot. Some soup. Took some more charcoal. Any fish?
Hope I can still eat this.
Rabbit. Revolver ammo. Fire starter. Rifle cartridge. Some canned peaches. No coffee in the microwave. Can I make a fresh pot? Well, I guess that requires electric, doesn't it? I mean, I guess I can technically make coffee by the fire, but you know what I mean.
I would have thought to look here.
Okay, I need to put the charcoal away because I keep misclicking and it keeps trying to chart down the area. Okay, so I found a book. Books are good to pass time, because I don't like passing time unless if I'm reading, because it's kind of wasteful to just waste time to waste time. It's better to have something like a book to read, because you're at least productive while you're doing nothing, quote unquote. I don't think there's a rifle in the house. Lots of fire fuel. Okay, plank. Broom. Lots of books. Which I guess if you don't have a TV and you're a little bit away from town and you don't want to travel to town every day, I guess having books will be really good. Having an enjoyment for reading would be good. I really don't have an enjoyment for reading, mostly just because it's hard for me to see, but I do enjoy the idea of reading, but when it comes to actually reading, I get pulled out of immersion, out of the immersion so bad, just because of how often I have to like stop reading to actually like recoup my eyes, I guess. I still don't have a gun, which is not ideal. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get my guy warmed up, then probably head back with what I have. I'm gonna definitely leave all of the books and stuff here because I don't need it. So
That did it.
okay, let's go ahead and add all the books. Add that, and I'll add the stick. I'm just trying to get rid of some stuff. Not the heaviest stuff, but some stuff. Okay, and while he's warming up with that, I will take out all of the water from the toilet. Okay, I love that when I turn on the fire in there, my guy is still warming up rapidly in even the other room, which I really appreciate. For how many rifle cartridges there are, you would think there would be a rifle in the house. Unless if the hunter took it, or the owner took the gun and went out somewhere. Which, if that's the case, then that would make sense. I am going to take all of these books and put them by the fire, just so then when I come back here, or if or when, I don't know, but if I come back, then I will have, at least some ready to go fuel. That's so goofy. Okay, drop all the books. I will drop, hold on. Honestly, there's not really much I can drop. I will put the pot down by the fire, and I think I will put this single cup down as well, just so then when I come back I have at least some stuff here.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Yeah, I'm a boss man. Okay. So I'm thinking I will go ahead and heat up a little. I will heat up my coffee. Oh, cook. Okay, coffee. Cook. There we go. I think it is time for me to leave. I don't. I'll leave this water here too, just so I'm a little underweight, and just so I have it for when I'm back. I would stay longer, but honestly, there's nothing really here of interest for me. unless if I can find the body, and if I did, I would hope to find a hacksaw, a knife, or something like that. Oh yeah, also, these are the things that I was talking about earlier. A roast hip. I said a roast hop earlier, but yeah, a roast hip. Pretty handy. I guess they make a really good tea, so that's pretty cool. Okay, a mountaineer's rope. I don't want to carry that because I'm already over encumbered. So I will leave it there and just acknowledge that it is there. I don't like wolves, and I don't like that they're howling. The best I can do is a rock. You know what? Let's go over here, because if we become over encumbered, we're literally one building over from our house, so I didn't want to do that. Not really a lot. Okay, that's fine. There are some cars up back, so I will check those. Ooh. Damn. Buddy had a lot. This is where I found the hammer. I have a lot of medicine. I'm hoping to God I don't have to ever use it, because if I have to use the medicine, that usually means I got hurt, so hoping I never have to use it, but glad to have it. Okay. Alright. Should be good to go. I hate it does that. Like, I'll double click to move something, and instead of moving the whole lot, it'll move over one item from my personal inventory over to the other storage. But then, because it does that, and because I have it organized by weight, it moves also the item itself in my inventory to the lower place. I wish there was a way to select and lock it in, so then I can decide to move it all on one go, or just one, or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a little picky, but it is a little frustrating for have to kind of deal with that every time I want to put away items, but I want to organize it by its weight class or. Okay, there we go. Alright, sweet. So this is definitely going to be a shorter video, but I just kind of want to see if the game is still lagging in the recording or if it's gotten better. Hopefully you guys like the video. I appreciate it. I appreciate that you're watching and taking the time to watch my content. If you have any games or things you want me to try and play, let me know. I'm currently playing on a kind of older gaming laptop, so I don't have the greatest specs right now. I'm trying to get a motherboard and CPU to rebuild my computer. I moved and I left my computer, the case, motherboard, and CPU at my old place with family because I don't need it. But I did take my 6650 XT and all of my NVMe's. So once I can find at least a decent motherboard and CPU, I would definitely be switching over to using that as my main gaming rig. So yeah, if you have any recommendations for what I should do in the game, or maybe what to change in my settings for OBS, because in this case I did kind of use a very basic default settings, but at the same time I really like the settings I have because it doesn't take up a lot of CPU. It doesn't take up a lot of storage either. So like me recording this game or even games like Farming Sim, I can play it for an hour probably and only take up 15 gigs, while I had similar gameplay on my original computer that would take up like 50 gigs just because I didn't have it optimized that well, and it wasn't even like it was preserving CPU or anything like that. Like it was just it was just unoptimized all around. So, but anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Feel free to give me recommendations or let me know what you guys think. Have a fantastic day, and hopefully we can go and explore the church and maybe even explore the opposite direction, the mountaineer area, because there hopefully will be a rifle or revolver that way. Because I'm hearing wolves, I do want to get a weapon. So, thanks for watching.